Wow. Okay, that's big news right there. Paul Ryan there condemning the comments from Donald Trump, saying he will not appear with Donald Trump tomorrow in Wisconsin, an event that has been scheduled in that key swing state for some time. Let's talk about this. Joining us now, Clinton supporter and Democratic strategist Jonathan Tasini, Clinton supporter and MoveOn.org national spokeswoman Karine Jean-Pierre, Trump supporters Kayleigh McEnany and Andre Bauer. Andre is the former lieutenant governor of South Carolina. And with us also CNN chief political analyst Gloria Borger. Gloria, I'm going to start with you with this news we just got in about Paul Ryan, to which I just responded, wow. Donald Trump not appearing with Paul Ryan now tomorrow in Wisconsin. This tells you a lot.
It does. It seems to me like Donald Trump was disinvited to this event. It's very clear that Paul Ryan is following the lead set by his friend and colleague Reince Priebus, the chairman of the Republican National Committee, who also condemned the video, and so did Paul Ryan in the strongest terms. I think what this does is it gives every Republican, and don't forget, these are the two ranking Republicans in the Congress, gives every Republican permission to distance, separate, draw a divide, criticize Donald Trump. What they did not do is take that further step. And there's lots of Republican chatter about this, and I've been emailing with a bunch of Republican sources because the Democrats are going to push on this, which is, okay, it's one thing to condemn Donald Trump and to disinvite him from your rally, et cetera, but it's another thing to say, okay, I no longer believe he should be president of the United States. And this is what you're going to hear Democrats. I'm sure you'll hear Hillary Clinton talk about it, but I think what you're really going to hear it from is these Democratic Senate candidates and Democratic House candidates telling people that they ought to put their money where their mouth is. And if you condemn him so strongly, do you still support him for president of the United States?
Andre Bauer, Donald Trump supporter. We have yet to hear from you this evening. This is a big deal. When the House Speaker, you know, the senior elected official in your own party, whom you were supposed to appear with tomorrow in Wisconsin, all of a sudden you are no longer appearing with him, that's a big deal. That's the sound of Republicans putting distance between themselves and Donald Trump. How much trouble is he in right now?
It clearly creates a divide. It creates a uncomfortable situation, and it's not a healthy thing to happen 34 days out before an election and 2 days away from a debate. I think he will move forward from this. It's an obstacle, and all of us have said things that we wish we could take back. This was many years ago. I'm not excusing it in any way, and it was guy talk, and quite frankly, it should have never, a radio, TV station should have never been recording, and furthermore, it shouldn't have released it. But where we are is now that it has been released, he has apologized. Hopefully he'll be able to move forward and get into debate mode. It will come up during the debate.
Not assault against women is not guy talk.
Right.
Saying I'm going to grab your pussy and assaulting women is not guy talk. That is a crime. And so for you to sort of say, well, it's an obstacle, and not stand here and say that Donald Trump, as Ana Navarro bravely said, must step down and cannot be president because he's a deranged individual, is astonishing to me. And by the way, this isn't something new. Let's go back and remember that Donald Trump didn't just use the words that Jim Johns recited that Tim Kaine talked about, fat, bimbo, pig. Donald Trump objectified his own daughter. Now, I want every man, every father of a daughter to think about this. Donald Trump talked about his daughter, talked about her being hot, talked about her in sexual terms. This man is deranged.
Look,
he cannot be president of the United States. Not only does he not know how to talk about women, he's going to be abusive to women. Let's talk about his racism. Let's talk about his serial lying. Forget about partisanship. We're talking about the country now.
Look, I respect that you're passionate, and I respect
It's not about passion. This is about.
Are you going to let me respond? You know, I can't.
Go ahead, Andre.
Conversation. What I would tell you is Donald Trump has said some offensive things. There's nobody that argues that. Hillary Clinton has done things that jeopardized American lives. There is a big difference between offending someone and doing things that cost lives and put security of this country at risk. There is a vast difference.
I think
Kareem,
we're
let me get Kareem in.
I was going to say we're happy to talk about Hillary Clinton. Let's stick with Donald Trump for now.
I know you would want to,
No, I
because I
don't
would
talk
want to
about it.
defend that.
This is
honestly,
happening tonight. Let's let Kareem talk about this.
Let's just stick to what's going on right
Well, of
now.
course
What
you
we
would want
saw,
to do that.
of course we have to do that. What we saw today was that Donald Trump is indeed a sexist, misogynistic pig, period. When you look at the definition of deplorable, you're going to see a picture of Donald Trump. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable what we had to listen to and hear for the last several hours. I mean, I would want our sons or our daughters to see that. He is not fit to be president of the United States. He should not get anywhere near the Oval Office. And to be quite honest, this is beyond partisan politics. The Republicans really have to seriously think about this right now. It's not just saying, hey, he shouldn't have said this. It's really thinking about, hey, this guy cannot be president. They need to unendorse him.
Right.
He is not fit.
Hey, you know what, Jonathan,
Democrat.
hang on one second. Hang on one second. Kaylee, we're going to let you respond to this as well. We're going to take a quick break. Obviously,